Today we're going to talk about why you're not going to make any money in MLM. So we're going to talk about a scam that we see going on in the community all the time. We see prepaid legal, we see Herbalife, we see Amway, we saw Wake Up Now, we see Facade. There were so many different iterations of these type of entities. So let's talk about them. Let's have an honest discussion. And today we're going to do this a little bit differently. We're not going to talk about income disclosures. Everybody goes over income disclosures and they're like, look, only 1% make money. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the economics of MLMs and why we here at 6 Zeros believe they are hot garbage. Reason number one why you are not going to make money, let alone be rich in MLM, is because you're competing against your up and down line. Now, anybody that's been in a sales org knows that one of the most important things in a sales org is your territory. The territory is what protects you and makes sure that you have a market to go after. MLM doesn't provide you that security. So this is the market. You have 100 prospects. And then now we have you. And you have these shakes that you're trying to get off, okay? Well, let's go over the economics of these shakes. Each shake costs $1. Now you have a total of 100 prospects. So if you sell 100 shakes to 100 prospects, your potential revenue is $100. If you sell all 100, you will generate $100. Now remember, revenue is not profit. But here's the problem. You recruit somebody else. You have the same 100 prospects, but you're competing with another person for those same 100 prospects. So now, instead of selling 100 shakes, you sold 75. And the person you recruited sold 25. So how much did you generate? $75. You just hurt your own pockets. Now someone's gonna say, man, well, he doesn't get it because there's overrides and I'm making money off of everybody in my downline. And that is very true. You're making money off them. Well, let's look at Herbalife's compensation planner. They have a concept called wholesale profit, and that's the money you make off your downline. Now, the wholesale profit is the difference between your discount and their discount, okay? So that delta there could be anywhere between 8% and 25%. So we're just gonna do easy basic math, okay? So we're gonna assume that you're getting the highest percentage of wholesale profit, which is 25%, okay? Your override would be $6.25, which brings your revenue to $81.25. Even though you get an override, you still make less money. It makes no sense to recruit people when you're trying to sell. That's reason number one why you're not going to get rich in MLM. Next reason why you're not going to get rich in MLM. No one wants your product. iCookware, 19-piece collection for $1,300. First off, no one knows who the hell iCook is. Is that a new iPhone? Is that an Apple device? Did Apple get into cookware? I don't know, okay? I've never heard anyone say, hey man, I want an iCook 19-piece collection for $1,300. Or how about a $1,500 Atmosphere Sky air treatment system? Who wants this? I have never heard anybody say they want an Atmosphere Sky air treatment system. This is like Sky Mall level crap right here. Lastly, $304 for some regenerating cream? No one is looking for this. So not only are you competing with your upline and downline for retail sales, but you also selling some crap that nobody wants. And the next reason why you're not going to get rich in MLM, your product is expensive. This shake company right here, they're selling this shake mix for $43. I can go to Albertsons and buy a shake powder for $12.99. Now, I know someone's going to say, did you compare the ounces? So I did that. I got my receipts, okay? So, granted, this is 26 ounces. This is 13 ounces. If I buy 2 of these Slim Fast, I'll still be cheaper than the Herbalife. Next, toothpaste. $4 for Glister Multi-Action Fluoride Toothpaste. Now we compare this to Albertsons again. Albertsons, not only is the toothpaste cheaper, I don't have to worry about shipping, and I know the brand. Who the hell is Glister? I don't know anything about no damn Glister toothpaste. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it works. So not only do I not know what it is, it's more expensive. And once again, I don't have the convenience factor. You have a lot of stuff going against you in MLM. Your own team is competing against you to sell. You sell a bunch of stuff that nobody wants. And then the stuff you do sell, even if someone wants it, it's more expensive than the national brands. Let's see what the next reason is. You're too far down the pyramid. Dum, dum, dum. Now let's look at this pyramid. This is a great representation of why MLM is unsustainable. Okay, they always show these pyramids. They're like, if one person gets 2 people, and then those 2 people get 2 people, and those 2 people get 2 people, they always do that, and they make it sound so simple. But when you actually do the math, it doesn't work out. So in this example, on the first tier, you have 6 people. Now, if those 6 people recruit 6 people each, you're going to be at 36 people. Now, if those 36 people each recruit 6 people each, now we're at 216. By the time you go 11 tiers down, that's more than the entire population of the United States. And then when you factor in that you're probably not coming in at level 1, you're probably coming in at level 5, maybe level 7 or level 8. The prospects of you building a substantial downline is next to impossible, especially when you consider that most of your work is going to be done locally. So if you want to get rich in MLM, you need to start it up yourself. The next reason why you will not get rich in MLM is because the compensation plan rewards recruiting over sales. Now remember, we did the math. Recruiting people does not work. Your revenue went down $18.75 just by recruiting one person. And the compensation plan is asking you to recruit more people. So let's look at Herbalife's marketing plan. One thing that really stands out immediately, partly because I have red arrows pointing at it, but it's the fact that you earn price breaks by recruiting people. In traditional business arrangements, you earn your price breaks by purchasing more product from your wholesalers. And once again, that is not the case here. You earn your price breaks by bringing more people into the company. So this system does not make sense if the goal is to make retail sales. If the goal was to make more retail sales, it would show you, hey, if you sell $5,000 worth of product in a month, we'll give you a price break. If you sell $10,000, we'll give you another price break. They're only giving you the price breaks if you recruit people. This chart is also a good reason why number 1 is so powerful, because this qualifying supervisor right here that gets a 50% discount on the product, this person is probably in the same neighborhood as you, competing for those same 100 prospects. So he's going to come in at a cheaper price than you and undercut your price. How does this make sense? Think about it. If you're in an MLM right now, is your upline selling in a different city? In a different state? Have you guys had a conversation about territories? Like, hey, okay, you get this 50% discount. I'm going to get this part of the town. You get this part of the town. Or I get this city. You get this city, so that we're not competing against each other. I guarantee you have not had that conversation. And that goes to our last point about why you're not going to get rich in MLM. And it's because the whole system is a facade. So the delusion is that there's an MLM. They sell you the product, who's the independent business owner. All right. So you buy the product from them, then you sell it to customers. That's the delusion. That's the facade. That's not how it really works. Okay, this is how it really works. You have an MLM and the IBO is the customer. Look at all these brands. Like, look at the brands Amway as Legacy of Clean and Artistry. No one wants to buy that. Who are they selling that to? When you ever been over someone's house and they had Legacy of Clean dishwashing liquid? Or some Legacy of Clean laundry detergent? You ain't never seen that. You ain't never seen nobody with Amway toothpaste in a house that wasn't selling Amway. The IBO is the customer. You're the customer. Let's look at this in more detail. Now we're going to start off with Herbalife's marketing plan again. There's a concept that really illustrates how the IBOs are the customers. And that concept is PPV, personally purchased volume. We see this concept across a multitude of MLMs. So this is not unique to Herbalife. But basically what it is, it's a metric that the independent business owners have to hit. It's a metric of how much product they are purchasing every month. Okay, now if we look in Herbalife's marketing plan, they say you move up the marketing plan by your PPV, but also your downline volume. So you will move up those ranks as long as you are purchasing product and your downline is purchasing product. Now remember, there's very little retail demand. So they're buying this product and put it in the garage. Now let's look at this concept across multiple MLMs. Now here's ACN. They have the same concept. It says personal customer points. So they require their IBOs to have at least 7 personal customer points from at least 3 services. And if you don't maintain this, you will not be able to get overrides from your downline. So once again, they can't demand that you hand your money up to the tier above you, but what they can do is take your commission, so to speak, away from you so that you comply with their intended goal, which is you taking your hard-earned money and giving it to the tier above you. Next is doTERRA, the MLM for bored soccer moms in the suburbs. Alright, they have the same concept, PV. It's there because that's how the money flows up the pyramid. Okay? And fellas in the suburbs, take your women out on dates, man. They going crazy with these essential oils. And then last for the night is It Works. They call it BV, but it's the same concept, and they just spell it out. They say auto shipment. They say put your credit card down so we can ship this nonsense out to you every month because we need our money. The concept of PV is ultra important. It's important because it keeps the money flowing up the pyramid. Without the PV, there will be no money flowing throughout the system because there's no retail demand for the product. I will repeat, there's no retail demand for the product. That's why the compensation plans are so convoluted. Typically, a compensation plan says, I'm going to pay you a quarter for every dollar you sell. The compensation plans in MLM are not like that because the end user is you. Now let's look at Tier 1. Tier 1 gets its money from Tier 2. Okay, Tier 2 has a PV goal it has to hit month over month. That's the money that flows up to Tier 1. So we established that Tier 2's points value is Tier 1's revenue. But where's Tier 2's revenue coming from? It comes from Tier 3. Tier 3 also has a PV amount it needs to hit, and that money flows up to Tier 2. Now what does Tier 3 do? Tier 3 now has to make a tier below it. If they're unable to make another tier, then the entire pyramid starts to disintegrate. If Tier 3 cannot develop a revenue source, they quit. And when Tier 3 quits, Tier 2 loses its revenue source. And then they quit. And once Tier 2 quits, Tier 1 loses its revenue source. And then the winning tier is all that's left over. So you are a member in Tier 3, you place your monthly order so that you can get commissions from your downline or the overrides, right? So you place that $100 order. Now using Herbalife's marketing plan from this year, the tier above you would make $17 off this $100 order. Tier 1 would make $8. And then the winning tier up here, the Herbalife execs, all of them, they'll pocket $75 out of that $100 order. Now this is using the Herbalife marketing plan. I want to repeat that so you can understand what you're looking at. Your $100 order, you just gave Herbalife $75 cash, just straight cash. And they gave you these 3 worthless shakes. Now you're saying, oh, but I can sell those 3 shakes. And that's right, you can. But we looked at the prices. When you compare one of these to Slim Fast, it's infinitely more expensive than Slim Fast. You're not gonna sell one of these tubs for $43. That's why you are not gonna get rich in MLM. Don't follow people's words. Follow their actions. If I'm making a hell of a lot of money selling shakes or beauty products or toilet paper, I am not going to recruit you. Period. If I'm making a lot of money wholesaling real estate or whatever, I'm not telling anybody. I'm not sharing that information. If I'm telling you, it's because I already exhausted the potential. I already exhausted the opportunity. That's how business works. If I'm selling 100 shakes, or 1,000 shakes, or 1,000,000 shakes, I'm not going to recruit you to make your own shake franchise. I'm going to hire you. And that's been your episode of The Hustle.